Hi everyone, I'm Miro, and I think that school trips are very overrated. Yeah, you can hang out with your friends while being monitored by a teacher. Fun. But recently, my school went to a trip to London for 3 days. Day 1, we all had to meet up at school at 5 am to hop into the bus. So I came to the meet spot, and me and my friend were the last one to step on the bus. And there weren't any seats left. You know, I don't mind staying here. Until there are exactly 2 seats left back in the bus. And if you don't know, the back of the bus is where all the rebellious kids are. Hey, is that the airco that's smoking? Nah man, just the kids that are vaping in the bus. Yeah, they were literally vaping in the bus. And they were blowing it on the bagage things above, what made the storm sort of curtain. Finally, when we arrived to the hotel, after 6 hours, we dropped our luggage at the hotel. And we did the most exciting thing in London. We went to the Science Museum. Okay, there was nothing interesting, except for some... Okay, there was nothing interesting. After we went to the tube... Huh? What happened? The metro stopped. Yeah, we stood there for 45 minutes. By the way, this was also the first time on the tube. After we finally arrived at Leicester Square, we had to go to the theater. A theater that named The Lion King. But the teachers forgot the date because it was a day later, so they wasted our time. I only saw a drunk guy singing in the streets. So we got a 3 hours free time in London. So me and my friends went to an Italian restaurant, and I think I never got so scammed so hard my whole life. It was literally pizza from Dr. Utker. After, we took the tube to the Big Ben, and I took this cool picture. And then I came with the brilliant idea of walking from the Big Ben all the way to the Tower Bridge. I saw on the sign where stood up Tower Bridge 2.5. That isn't that far, 2.5 kilometers. That takes max 30 minutes to walk. Come on, boys! Little did I know, they also use miles in England. So the 2.5 changed into 4 kilometers. What is almost an hour walk. At least we saw the London skyline. Here are some pictures. When we finally arrived at the Tower Bridge, we had like 30 more minutes to go back to the hotel. And after we settled up, I put it loud the flute version of the Soviet Union anthem. And me and my friend Matt were standing in the middle of the room praying the national anthem until... What are you guys doing? The teacher never looked at us the same way ever again. The next day was the most pointless day of all. We first had to walk with our freaking teachers, and it was boring! Almost as boring as the Science Museum. We saw a fountain with a lot of coins in it, and I couldn't let myself grabbing some coins, of course. I later donated 1 penny to a street artist and 7 pence to a random dancing Pikachu. Okay, I don't know why I did it. And because I donated so much money, I fell a bit behind the group. And yeah, I got lost. Hey, welcome by 10 Seconds Craft. If you ever get lost in London, grab a phone and use Google Maps. Pfft, that isn't fun. Luckily, I wasn't alone. I was with my friends Mad and Blocking Duster. Their navigation skills are on point. We eventually used Google Maps. I really wanted to eat fish and chips in London with my friend Chi, but he didn't really want to hang out with our group. And I didn't really mind hanging out with his friends. But their friends were a bit behind schedule.
2 hours later.
We waited a good 2 hours. Hey guys, do you want to eat some fish and chips with me, Amir? Nah, we are going to get some Pizza Hut.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistake.
Hey man, we can go to it too. Nah, go with your friends, I don't mind. No, we are going to the nearest fish and chips. Thanks. The fish and chips was good. Then the theater from the beginning happened. And it was boring. But the next day started with just packing up. The last activity was an optional activity. There were a few options like Madame Tussauds, some football stadium, or the changing of the guards. And I of course took the changing of the guards. Because... okay, it was basically for the free time. and nobody was doing it except for my friends. Fun? No. But after we all went into the bus and it was finally time to say goodbye. Unless...
What's the smoke here?